Hello, this is Chris from Rollick. Today we're test riding the 2020 Yamaha Wolverine X2 XTR Special Edition. Able to do this thanks to our friends at St. John's Power Sports in Palatka, Florida. I first saw this unit back at the AIM Expo in September of 2019. Based on the looks and the overall aggressiveness, I loved it. I could not wait to drive it. So first thing I'm gonna do is go through the specs of all the things that comes with the Special Edition, and then we're gonna go out and take it on the trails and do some work around the property. If you're enjoying these monthly videos, please like and subscribe to us on the Go Rollick YouTube channel. The Special Edition package comes with the titanium, bronze, and tactical black, which is one of the sharpest side-by-sides I've ever seen. They two-toned and color-keyed the wheels with the 27-inch GBC Dirt Commander tires, the worn winch on the front that comes standard from the factory, the sun-top roof, the rear view mirror, and the Special Edition seats. The front and rear suspension is all fully independent with the KYB piggyback shocks with 11.5 inches of overall ground clearance, 8.7 inches of travel up front, 9.3 in the rear. With the aggressive Dirt Commander GBC tires, it's plenty of tread for mud or sand or snow, which you're ever to get into. The dump bed is nice and easy, equipped on both sides with this pickup style dump tailgate. It holds 600 pounds. What Yamaha did is we actually put the door handles on the inside versus the outside. If you're in thick and heavy debris, you can't reach the door handle. The inside will be nice and clean for you. Stepping inside, the door opens very wide. You can see this left shoulder bolster can make it a little more challenging to get in. Once you do get in, it gives you full secure ability to hold your body in the side-by-side. Tilt steering up front, very easy, up front and rear. I've been using it travel position the lowest I can. The seat, I'm about 6 feet tall, and you can see the seat goes pretty far forward if someone is much shorter, versus a 6 foot tall person all the way in the back. Very comfortable riding position. There's a place for your foot to put up here. It's comfortable when you're going on long rides. The drive-by-wire gas pedal allows you to go through the trails much easier in up and down terrain. The lights are accessed right here on the left, high, low, and off. In dark trails, it is hard to see. Yamaha only put one set of LED lights up front. I would have opted for two. Two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, limited slip, and then full diff lock. It does take a second for the diff lock to kick in, but it does work extremely well. Yamaha decided not to put a park-in transmission. Rather, they have low, high, neutral, and reverse, and then they have the parking brake that you're able to use on or off versus a park-in transmission. I would have opted for a park-in transmission for me, but it is fine without it. All right, so opening up in the center console. Center console is very easy to access. You can put, it goes about over my wrist. There's two sections. Put your phone in here. Shuts. Glove box right here, very simple and easy to access. Put a first aid kit, owner's manual, all will fit in here nice and easy. There is a 112 volt adapter right in the front dash. There's one only for the Yamaha. So I have two cup holders right here. They're accessed on the front. They do hold coffee cups, no problem. I wish Yamaha would have added maybe two more on the doors, but it does fit, does look just nice. With the XTR package, Special Edition, the winch can be accessed. It's automatically wired into the dash, so there's no other controls needed. There's also 3 additional openings to put a light bar, plow, or any other accessory, a sound bar, anything you're looking for the side-by-side. Yamaha did equip this with the Special Edition seats that are color-keyed and have a Special Edition on them. In the roof area, I do have the rear view mirror from Assault. There is the color-keyed roll bar and the sun-top roof. Starting it up, I always start in neutral with the parking brake on. You don't have to put the brake on at all when you have it in neutral. When you do have it in gear, when the unit is in gear, it will not start. You have to put your foot on the brake to start in gear. But you can start in any gear with the Yamaha Wolverine. Whether it's in neutral, starts without the brake. So the sound of it with the factory muffler. Yamaha laid out the instrument cluster very easy, right? So right when you start it up, you're going to see a green to remind you to put your helmet on. In addition, there's a seatbelt reminder. It is required to go over 15 miles per hour to have your seatbelt on. Below, you have a transmission locator mode on the dash. The parking brake indicator is on. EPS light is also on. You have the ability to select between 2 trip meters. There's a service warning light. You can have an hour meter, also a voltmeter, temperature gauge, fuel, and miles per hour. So they did it very nice, easy to see in the light. It actually dims, it increases in size, dim and not dim. All right, Yamaha made it very easy to access the airbox, fuses. There's an access for the radiator, toolkit, and battery. They also have put a speed limiter, so if you want to have a new rider ride it, you can actually turn it on or off to limit the speed up to 20 miles per hour. All right, both sides of the dump box, you can access the handles to open it. You can see underneath, you can access the engine from there. You can see where the belt housing is. The Yamaha did a really nice job on being quiet and cool. There's no heat at all in the engine compartment, and you can hear have a pretty good conversation with your partner while you're riding without a lot of noise. You can see the KYB piggyback shocks with a 9.3 inches of travel in the back and 8.7 in the front and rear suspension, and the 2 sway bars, a sway bar up front and a sway bar up back. So when I'm doing donuts, it's very stable. I love the GBC tires, their Commander tires tread pattern. There's plenty of tread for that to go through any type of terrain. As you can see, I kind of already used it for riding around the trails and doing some work around the property. I did put my tow strap here. A good place to put tow strap. There is some storage behind the seats to tuck something in that's not waterproof. So it holds 9.2 gallons of fuel, easy to get to on the passenger side. Opening the passenger side, again, the door handle's on the inside, not the outside. Swings open wide. Do have to get around the shoulder bolster to get my body in, but it's easier than the driver's side. Yamaha put a nice handle you can take on or off. When you're a passenger, you can feel very stable with the side shoulder bolsters and the handle up front. Again, I'm about 6 feet tall, so I have a place to put both feet here. Or I actually would like to ride here. I can stabilize myself as a passenger. We're going through pretty large whoops. Below, I actually took out the little filler panels here, so when I put water in here, it drains right out to the bottom and can clean out if I get a lot of debris in here. It's really sandy on the trails today. Yeah, by far, the Wolverine has like the softest power steering I think I've ever felt on all the trails. It's so easy to turn and to maneuver through all these S-turns. Very simple and smooth. Very little feedback, so it's automatic. You turn a little bit and it just turns just the way you want it to go. I have the suspension set right in the middle between soft and firm, so just adjust a little bit for this ride and see what it would be like. Plenty of brake power. Once I let off the gas pedal, the engine braking, all 4 engine braking just kicks right in. Very rarely do you have to use the brake at all. I do really like how the right front is so easy to see. So if you're going through obstacles like this and you want to see the trees in the right front, with the way the front end is sloped down, it's very simple to see. It's so quiet. Right now I'm at 20 miles an hour through the trails. There's very little engine noise and very little engine heat. Most of the side-by-sides I've been testing have all been so much focused on I felt the heat in the center. There's no heat at all with Yamaha has done with this engine and the shield. It's so quiet. You can actually talk to your passenger. They can actually hear you pretty clearly. So you can see I have the RPMs up and you can hear me clearly on the GoPro camera. Entry and departure angles are good. See? Shifting into 4-wheel drive, a little stuck right here. Easy to shift into 4-wheel drive of one flip of a switch. Connects the 4-wheel drive on the keypad, pulls you right out. Don't need 4-wheel drive anymore, just shift it right back to 2-wheel drive. Just left of the switch of the wrist. So Yamaha's on-command 4-wheel drive makes it easy. What a beautiful day to take a ride today. Now getting up on the trails a little faster. Again, talking through the power steering. I'm just barely tapping the steering, as you can see, and I'm going left and right very easily. Just so simple. Full independent suspension with the ground clearance in the front 8.7 and 9.2, 11.5 inches overall ground clearance. Very smooth going through the trails. This is a pretty whipped out area. You can see the full independent suspension with the KYB piggyback shocks just reacting. Again, it's just set on between firm and soft. Going a downhill S-turn, soft sand, in two-wheel drive. Again, just talking through this simple and easy power steering and I'm able to see full 360 view of everything. Coming down the hill, let off the gas, feel the engine braking kick in, all four wheels. No brakes are needed. Love having the roof and the half windshield right now is just, as you can hear, it's just totally protecting you from the obstacles as we're weaving through. Approaching some obstacles with some mud and some tough terrain, going around with the power steering is, and up and down hills, it's just so simple with the Yamaha. They made it, the ground clearance and the independent suspension, they made it so easy to climb. Yamaha put a full skid plate underneath for obstacles, a one-piece full skid plate. Two-wheel drives, climbing the obstacle. I'm going to put it in four-wheel drive because right now to get over this obstacle, shift right into four-wheel. No problem at all for the Yamaha. First of all, wow. I'm so impressed with this Wolverine Special Edition, with the color combination, the independent front and rear suspension, the electronic power steering. It is a perfect fit for what I'm looking for around my property. It's a combination of sport and utility. Actually, I feel like it's a little more sport than utility for what I've been using it for. With an MSRP of $15,999, the 10-year belt warranty, the looks, the overall comfort and performance of this side-by-side, I liked it so much I purchased it myself. GoRollick is an online marketplace that connects consumers to a network of hand-selected certified dealers like St. John's Power Sports to deliver the most transparent buying and ownership experience for side-by-sides, ATVs, motorcycles, golf carts, personal watercrafts, RVs, and boats.